My name is Daniel Greyber, and the Torah portion for my bar mitzvah is Titzaveh. Last week we read about all the things in the tabernacle. This week's portion focuses on the people who work in it and the clothes they wear. The Torah portion begins with a short instruction that the Israelites should bring their best olive oil to light the Ner Tamid, the eternal light in the tabernacle. Then Moses is told to bring his brother Aaron forward so he can be made the high priest. Aaron is to wear special clothes to show dignity and honor. The clothes include a strange, mysterious thing called an ephod, like a long vest that my friend, Rabbi Barry Dov Katz, is going to teach about tomorrow after Kiddush lunch. There's also a breastplate with special stones that, according to the medieval Spanish commentator Don Isaac Barbanel, that wasn't so seventh grade, yeah. Could be consulted for yes and no answers about things that were important to the public, such as going to war or not. The high priest also was to wear a headdress, a sash, and linen breeches in addition to the clothes. There's a long list of the sacrifices that Aaron and his sons have to offer to be consecrated to God's service. And then finally, there are instructions to build an incense altar. And the part about the altar is sort of out of place because directions for most of the other things in the tabernacle were in last week's Torah portion. And there's some people who say that the directions to make an incense altar were given in this week's Torah portion because the Israelites would have been overcome by the unpleasant odors from the animal sacrifices that are included in this week's Torah portion. Tomorrow morning, Rabbi Katz and I will talk about the bells that line the hem of the high priest's robe. We'll discuss questions such as, why are there bells on the robe? Why should the high priest hear the tinkling of bells when he goes into the Holy of Holies? What does the sound of the bells teach the high priest about being a leader? My mitzvah project is to raise money for Beth El's Kiddush Fund. I love Beth El because we are very committed to being an open and welcoming community. As all Jews know, a big part of that is food and feeding people. A serious story. A few weeks ago at Eat, Schmooze, Pray, there was someone Jewish who was struggling a lot. He came to our services and had a yummy meal before, and just like all of us, and then he stayed after and enjoyed the services. And it was great that we were able to offer food without needing to charge and without needing to worry about who registered, who didn't. And yesterday, he entered a rehab facility to get help. And his mom said that it was the connection that he made here a few weeks ago that gave him the strength after 10 months to finally get help. We never know how big a difference our synagogue makes in someone's life. And I always want Bethel to have yummy meals and open doors, not only on Shabbat after lunch, but also big Shabbat dinners on Friday nights, where we can all gather and celebrate together. So, any monies raised above and beyond our goals for the annual fund will be set aside to help us continue to be a warm and welcoming community. Finally, I want to say thank you to all the people who made it possible for me to reach this day. I want to say thank you to our new executive director, Ed Fleischman, who has worked tirelessly behind the scenes to help plan the Kiddush luncheon and the 80s themed party tomorrow night. He is a great partner, and I'm looking forward to working with him for many years to come. I want to say thank you to Amy Granick for helping with our communications, and this week going above and beyond as she and her family are in mourning, but she still was able to help us do all the details to reach this day. I want to say thank you to Amy Rips our interim education director, for stepping in and running our school this year, to Noelle, our bookkeeper, for making sure that I get paid. And a big, big thank you to Sherry Hoffman for, well, wait, where are you, Sherry? There she is. For everything. Sherry is finishing up working at Bethel on March 1st. And she and I have worked together for many years. She's been very patient with me. And she loves this community a lot. And I definitely wouldn't be here without her. So thank you, Sherry. Thank you to Andrea Ginsburg and Debbie Goldstein and Billy Skolnick and Alex Schnitzer and Dan Schnitzer and Kevin Ginsburg and Steve Prince, all of whom have worked so hard to create this wonderful Shabbat for our community. 13 years ago at Erev Rosh Hashanah services, I broke a glass. Actually, it was a light bulb. I stomped on it like at a Jewish wedding. And I did that because Rabbi Sager had suggested that I do so at the beginning of our relationship, because he said that at the beginning of a relationship, each person, each partner should declare to the other and to themselves, I am broken. I will make mistakes. And with the brokenness and with the mistakes, I am committed to you and this relationship. I want to say thank you. Thank you to you for trusting me 13 years ago and for continuing to trust me to be a rabbi and a teacher for this extraordinary community. And I will continue to make mistakes. And God willing, we will continue all to walk and learn together. Thank you to Ranon and Benjamin and Alon for being the rabbi's kids and all that entails. Thank you to my mom and my sister for everything and for flying in and to being here, flying in from California. And Acharon Haviv, while most B mitzvahs are not married, I would like to say thank you to my wife, Jed, for your love, for being my life's partner. Shabbat shalom.